What's up, nerds and nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big John the G for Two Gun Pixie Presents Legendary Gaming. That's right, my friends. I'm sorry we had a false start there, literally a moment ago. I apologize for that. Had a little bit of a flub, but we jumped right back in, and here we are. So if you turned on, you saw it was 2 seconds and it looked like the camera fell over. That's almost what happened. Oh, pardon me. That sip was way too loud. So yes, Lucidity was one of the games I put on the poll for last Friday night, and it came in second, along with Bloody Inn. So I'm going to play this tonight, and I'm going to play Bloody Inn tomorrow at noon. So it's going to be really fun. Both those games, this game and that game, I love soloing both of them. This particularly, because it kind of plays out as a different game, as a separate game, than if you have a multiplayer mode. And I enjoy that. It shows a little bit of work put into the game instead of, a lot of games when you dummy it down to one player is just one player running multiple characters or templates in the game, and I just think that's, well, I'm tired of that. Anyway, so here we go. I am facing off against the Lord of Imprisonment. So if you're not familiar with this game, Lucidity, Six-Sided Nightmares. There you go. If you're not familiar with this, you should be. Whether you like solo gaming or you like competitive gaming, you should really know about this game. So, to your own dream state, and through there into the dream realm, and there you try to gather power. And power are the dice that have a 1 or a 2, and only the red dice have a 2 on them. And that's the power that you're collecting. But meanwhile, there are these nightmares. The nightmare of the depths. The nightmare of primeval fear. The nightmare of envy. And the nightmare of imprisonment. And you can also swap out the nightmare of envy for the nightmare of temptation. So in the solo game, it runs a little bit different. And in this, you are facing off primarily against one of the nightmares. For this one, I chose the Lord of Imprisonment. Now, there are two different art pieces on each card, but really there's no difference. The difference comes in when you're playing the solo mode, and you have a choice between the normal game or the hard game. Now, I've not faced a lot of imprisonment before, and I have a bad track record with Lucidity soloing this game. In fact, I think I only have one win, and that's questionable. There may have been mistakes made during that game. So I'm going to stick on the normal. So the right spook column, which is the dice that go here, are called spooks. They're all going to start with the sleeping side, while the column on the left is going to start with shadows. So this is a push your luck style game where you're going to be blindly, from the bag, you're going to be blindly choosing from different colored dice, from blue, green, yellow, and red. And you're going to be pushing your luck by going through 1, 2, 3 rolls. And I understand that sentence works either way, no matter, 1, 2, TO is if you're going to the number 3, or 1, TWO 3. Works either way. So yeah, you have up to 3 chances of using more increasing number of dice to try to steal as much power as you can. So other than that, 4 minutes of how the game works, why the game works, why you're doing this. I'll explain more as we're going along. So yeah, everything out of here is going to be a blind. It's going to be a blind pull. So I have the this card out here, by the way, just shows. So it'll remind me of what symbols and in what percentage of them are on each colored die. Well, I have this one out here to remind me of the turn order. And there will be no nightmare turn because that's only in a multiplayer game. So this will be used. Poke the eye. This will be used to choose your sleep track. If you want to go easy, medium, or hard, I always like to start hard. I mean, look, you got a clean board. You're not risking anything at all at this point in the game. This is literally just walking in the front door. So walk in like a boss. That's what I say. So 5 dice. I'm going to randomly pick 1, 2. I can feel a third, 4, and 5. And so the dice I grabbed. Now I'm get a chance to put. You know what? If this was not live, this whole part would be edited out. So the first thing I'm going to do is put everything back. I got to fill the spook track. I'm so intent on jumping into the game. So we got an I. I'm going to do row up. And I got upstairs neighbors that decide that 9 p.m. is a good time to vacuum, because that's what you do at 9 p.m. We're going to consider their vacuuming a background track in case you can hear it. Almost like white noise, which is something that lucid dreamers use to achieve the control state. So yeah, no matter what the symbol is showing that I pull out for the spook track, I'm going to be putting it appropriately on this. So what's going to happen is at the end of every turn, and there's up to 3 turns, at the end of every turn, the last thing that's going to happen is that the Lord of Imprisonment is going to send his spook minions down, and they're going to come in and start filling things up. These guys will start filling up the shadow track. This will start filling up the exhaust. And exhaust, you never want to get exhausted. Okay. I don't see any blues. Oh man, 2 reds. Is that good and bad to get them out? If you get too many of them out, you're not going to be able to sort of control them later on. You'll see what I mean. These 2. Oh, see, there's a blue. This is the eye. Almost looks a little bit like the Eye of Horus. And the exhaust. This will be the first one for this. And then I'll pull out the second one since I grabbed 3. Gotcha. By mistake. Got a green sleep. Now the colors for the sleep don't matter. They don't make a difference. Now there's not a lot of blue up here. There we go. Of course, my finger was covering it. Okay, now we're more than ready. Let's set this up like this. And like I said, so I'm going to be starting with 5 drawers. I'm going to be drawing out 5 dice and discarding 2 of them. I've got 2 in my hand right now. 3. And I can feel 4 and 5. Grab 2 dice. Here we go. So that's the dice I'm going to roll. It's the dice I'm going to be doing all the rolling in here. Now I'm going to get a chance to get rid of 2 of them. And you know what? I'm going to get rid of the blue right now because I don't have to worry about the blue until a little bit later on. So I'll put them back in the bag. Bag off to the side. And the green and the 2 yellows. I'm going to give them a roll. Okay, you got 1 power. And you resolve these in a certain order, which reminds you right on the card there. So the first thing you're going to resolve is power. There goes a 1. Then you resolve hunts and dreams. I didn't roll any of them. And then we're going to get a chance to put these idiots down here. These guys haunting me. So rotate 1 exhaust to its spook face. I have no exhaust, so I don't have to trigger this. Otherwise, this would be triggered twice. Now, I can use an appropriately colored power die to attempt to get rid of some of these spooks. What I would do is I would take this, throw it back in the bag, and then I can choose any green or orthogonally and horizontally connected colors, like these 2 right here, If this was a green, then it would be the three of them. Or even four if I had four in a row, but I don't. Like these reds right here, boom, boom, boom. I would be able to get rid of all three of these potentially if I had a red power to roll, which I don't. And right now I have the green. So you got two green together right here. So what I have to do is I have to roll the die, and if it comes up a power, and there's three, so there's a 50% chance on the green die. This is the best die to actually roll. If it comes up anything else, then I'm going to put these back where they were, but they're going to be put back as their new roll is. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to sacrifice that power. I have two in a row right here. If I do get rid of these two guys are going to come down over here. So hopefully I can make this worth it. And I did not. No, sir. I lost the power. Well, at least I got rid of an exhaust. So these go back as they are rolled. That did me absolutely no good. So now I'm moving up to 7 dice. So I'll end up rolling 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, Look at that. I got 4 reds connected. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna hold on to this one. That one's getting rolled. Green. Yeah, because green has the best chance to come up ones again. So I'll definitely be rolling those greens. Drop something. And I'm going to get rid of the blue. It doesn't really matter then, does it? So this is what I'm rolling. I'm looking for power. I'm looking for numbers is what I'm looking for. I don't want to see a moon, and I don't want to see that skull. Okay, got a few numbers here. We got a yellow, a couple of greens. Let me get that red I was looking for. I'll take care of the exhaust. And then take care of the red. Draw and roll 1 dream. Hello, Kristen. Okay, I will draw and then I will roll. Okay, it's green. This is a 50-50 chance for power. And it is not. It is not. Okay, so the green is going over here for the envy. Re-roll 1 dream of the next player's choice. So since there is no next player, is the first power on your track. This is the first one, the yellow. And it came back up a power. So I got lucky on that. Okay. So if I decide to rest right now, I have a choice of rebagging an exhaust die or a shadow die. After I do that, the first 2 right here, this column, this segment will move down. Now these aren't being resolved as they move down, so they won't trigger the effects. The effects are only triggered when you're resolving a die roll. That's actually a big deal. You have to really remember that when you're playing this version of the game. I'm going to rest. I'm not going to go for the 9 dice, which would be the next and last push. I'm going to rest. So there are no filled rows anywhere. I'm going to get rid of... See, now a good thing to do with this is if you can change this to a shadow, they're easier to get rid of. I got a red. Oh, that's on the wrong one. I knew something was off. I didn't spot that. Okay. So I did the wrong thing there. Uh, but it didn't change anything, so I don't have to retcon. I'm gonna get rid of this. That's what I'm gonna do. Put Edwina back in bowl. All right, got that back in there. And then this will resolve by these two coming down. Oh, sorry. Then everything else falls right into place at the end of the turn. Okay. I'm going to go easy on myself, and I'm going to go with a 3-die draw, put 2 back, and roll 1. Yeah, I'm going to go with a green die roll, again, because that's the best chance to roll a power. Oh, nice. Excellent, Smithers. Excellent. Release the hounds. Okay, now we're up to a 5. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. 3, 4. Out the door. 5, 6. Pick up sticks. I don't know. You're going to beat someone with them? I don't know. So, pardon me. That red die is tempting because I still got these 4 in a row here, right? So I want to definitely try that. Greens. Oh, green, blue. I don't want or need. And again, so this won't matter. Oh, sorry, one too many. And I missed. All right, so 5 die or 3 roll. Oh, ooh. Oh no. Okay. Now let's remember that you are able to spend a 1 or 2 power point from the power roll to re-roll any number of unresolved dreams that match the color. So if I spend, I don't have a red there. So the red will have to stand. This will get filled anyway. And that will be filled, and I will have lost power for nothing. If I had a red, if I had one of those was a red die, that would have been worth it to do. Okay, so let's dish out the pain, so to speak. Little tower of exhaustion. No bueno. No bueno, mi amigo. Okay. So, yes, resolving dreams, and then checking for the filled row. So we did fill the exhaustion row. So I'm going to have to draw 1 random dream from the bag. And then, well, I return it any color that if it matches, if it's a green or a yellow, then the appropriate colored power will go away. Thank goodness. So I don't lose any power. These all go back. That was just pure luck on my part. That put me down there. So these are now gonna come down. Envy and fear. This is the only one that has this different second track. One of them has a third track. So they usually just always go right down in the shadows. That's why I keep forgetting that momentarily. Let's get these down here. Them fall down appropriately where they're supposed to be. This is also a nice reminder. If you Nice reminder of how many turns in the game is kicking your butt in. Yes, it is. All right, and now we get to pick a new dream track. I will start up at 4 here. I feel 2 dice, 3 dice, and the 4th. All right, I'm gonna put back the 2 blue. I know that's the one I can afford right now to fill out. But I'm still going to get a chance to get rid of 4 red dice. If I can pull that up to be a power and then be lucky enough to get my 2 and 6 chance, respectively, on each of them, for it to come up a power and me get rid of them. Oh, wow, this started off strong and is going downhill fast. I really don't. Oh, if I rest, these are going to come down. I kind of can afford to have it in prison come down, but having that next red come down is going to, oh, that prison is going to go here. I'll have to, yeah, you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to rest. I will discard this back into the bag. These will come down. Not liking that red. Now we get to choose again. I'm going right back to the middle ground again. I'm going back to 4. I feel 2. And I feel... See, there's so little blue out here. There's tons of them in the bag. That's why they keep coming out. So we will go with these 2. And since they have numbers on them, I feel lucky. Okay. Another hunt. Hunt is only found on the red-sided die, just as the 2 is only found on the red-sided die. Oh, I forgot to bring these all down before. Thank you for reminding me. Now, I'm going to have to rest again to get rid of this. And these come down. Now, what's going to happen is after all these spooks run out, the game is over. Whenever one of these rows fills up once, that awakens another nightmare. At the end of the game, when all these run out, if I don't have 15 points, which is usually not the way one wins in this game, in this solo game, then I have to have 2 power for each awakened nightmare. So worst case scenario, you're going to need 8 points. Right now, it looks like I'm going to need a minimum of 4. And if a row gets filled up a second time, you just lose flat out. That's it. Boom. So I'm going to go... I know. I want to go big, but it's too risky. And I'm not a gambler, so I'm going to go mid again. I'm going to go 4. And let's see. Here's 2. Of course, it's going to be blue. There's tons of blue in the bag. There's almost none out in the field. Okay. I will go with... I'm going to put the blues away. Right? Not what I wanted to see. Did I forget? Oh, they came down from there. Okay, so re-roll a dream of the next player's choice. That means this one's going to be re-rolled. That's the way it's run on a solo game. You know what? I can't remember. Does that go back in the bag? I believe it does. Just double checking. Envy. You must reroll the dream and add it to your unresolved dreams. If it is not a shadow, you must resolve it before any other. So this gets over here. Yep. Damn. I was hoping not. I was hoping if I didn't say it, it wouldn't be true. Seldom works out that way. Okay, so envy has been awoken. Envious that someone else is imprisoned. Why wasn't it you? I don't know. I'm just trying to make sense of it. Now, back to 4. Back to start off at 4. One, 2, 3, 4. These should have gone back in the bag during the draw phase. I know statistically that screwed everything up, but what are we going to do about it now? You can't take salt out of the boiling water. I mean, I guess you could boil it out. Anyway, so these are the 2 I'm going to roll. And no bueno. No bueno, mi amigos. That forces me to arrest. These go back in the bag. I randomly draw one. If the color matches one of my power dice on the row, then that power dice is gone. All right, all I have is green and blue, so that did not match. Okay, these guys are coming down. We saw that happening. And we did see that. So primal fear has awoken. Like a caged beast. Imprisonment, envy, and primal fear. These come down. The reds go back in the bag, which just increased the possibility of red dice coming out. So as of right now, there are 2 nightmares awoken. So I need a minimum of 4 points to survive after the next 3 rounds. I have exactly 4 power right now. That means I need more power. I will jump to 5. I'm not happy with that choice, but I think it's the best choice. All right, whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think I'm going to take the reds out. I'm going to take the reds out. Just like Visine. Get the red out. Okay. Want to see some power here, boys? You got the best chance to give it to me. Come on. Got a 50% chance on each of you 3 dice. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, that's almost perfect to what I wanted to see. Except for that. Instead of getting ahead of myself, I'm still broken even because now imprisonment, him, her, it, self is on the board. 3. So for 2 each, I need exactly 6, which is what I have. I feel like I have to push this. Oh, these go back in the bag. I feel like I have to push this because unless I get 2 hunts, not a lot. Not a lot is that bad can happen, right? Because I almost have pretty much a clear board. This is almost like the beginning of the game. So I'm going to draw my 7 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's late. I don't know what I'm saying. Now, blue. I'll put these 2 back. These are the 5, folks. These are the 5. All right. Okay. I'm glad to see 2 more power. 1, 2. I'm up to 8. Not bad. 1 Z. I can handle that. And the depths. The depths is starting to awaken. Great. I'm just at the minimum I would need if the depths awoke. And you know what I'm going to say, kids? I'm going again. I'm going for the 9 draw. I'm going for the big bucks here. Let's see. This will be a 7 dice roll. What do I got here? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 more. And then I'll discard any 2 of my choice. Okay. You know what? I want to keep the blues. I want to keep the blues around. Then I'm going to get rid of the reds. This is big, folks. This is big. This right here could determine how the game is going to end. This is the sign. All right. Wish me luck. What the hell is this one? Oh, that's a shadow. All right, so I got 2 power. It's getting me up to 10. I think this might be the most power I've had this late in a game. Yeah, now I'm going to have to resolve. There's no hunt, but there is an exhaust. Oh, wow. This is... Okay, so draw and roll 1 dream. Let me get these out of the way here. They'll be the next ones we resolve. For right now... Oh, please come up that same roll. Oh man. Okay. Resolve these in any order. I'm gonna resolve this first, which means I have to re-roll this green power die. Oh wow, I forgot about this one was hidden over there too. Darn it. That came up. This is not looking good. I'll take 1 dream to its exhaust, lose power if filled. I wanted to make sure I checked the wording on that. Yes, this is filled. And another one. Okay, however, that doesn't help. Yeah, that in general did not help. So either way, I had to exhaust, I had to rest. So these are going to go back in the bag. Randomly draw 1. If it matches, if it's anything but a red, I'm losing something. Oh, thank goodness for Chef Boyardee. Okay. Okay, now this gets resolved. Coming down here. Well, no, this doesn't get resolved. I'm sorry. This is this happens. There we go. So this doesn't have to happen because that only happens when you're resolving a dream that you rolled. Let me fill this gap in here like so. You want to slide it in the same order and keep it that same way because, as you can tell, especially in a one-player game, this matters because it will be the first one in the power roll that you're going to have to re-roll if you're resolving an imprisonment shadow. And these are going to come down. So it does not look likely at all that the Nightmare of Depths will appear. However, remember, if either of these two tracks fill up again, I almost got confused that was still there. No, I was in the middle of the, yeah, okay. I was resolving all this stuff. Yeah, these two fill up again, game is over regardless. So my goal right now is I'm going to spend these last two rolls just trying to manage these two right here, envy and imprisonment. So I'm up to 9. If I lose another 2, I'll still be good in my power. So I'm gonna go back to the middle ground here for this one. I'm gonna start over here. Grab about 4 dice. There's 3 and 4. My blue's been a little lucky to me. Oh yeah, so I'm going to put 2 back. So I'm going to put back and roll the 2 blue. Okay. Got points. Up to 10. And I got a nappy nap time. Winking, blinking, and nod over here is almost filled up. And now I think I am going to spend this. I'm going to spend this to try to manage these two out of existence. So it goes back in the bag. These all move down. I'm going to take these two and re-roll them. If they come up power, then they're gone. And these two will move down to fill their spots. Anything else they come up, they go back here. And one of them is a power at least. So that's going to come over here. And this green is going to come over here back where it was. Okay, I will rest. I will get rid of this. Then I will start another mid. 4 dice. There's 3 of them. And 4. Good, I didn't want to see blue. So I rested. And did I forget to do that on the rest? So I rolled, I rested, went back to the 4. I forgot to bring this down. And at the end of the turn, I'm on the 4. I am going to roll. Roll these 2. Why? Because I don't think the red would have mattered right now. 1. This is the closest I'm going to end the game to 15. Reroll 1 dream of the next player's choice. I will rest. Then I will get rid of this. These will come down. That would not get resolved right now anyway. This gets resolved in the resolve phase. Resolve the dreams. So that's the way it looks at the end of the game. We have 3 nightmares that have been awoken. They have stirred because of my delving into the dream universe to steal power. So that means I need at least a minimum of a 6, which I got. Everything from this die down is all extra. The envy almost awoken a second time. That would have ruined everything. There we go. That's better. And depths was the only one. He was too far out there. He was just too far gone. He didn't realize what was going on. But that was it. That was it. I'm really glad that this was voted on in the polls. I do love this game. Sorry, it's been a while since I played. I was a little bit rusty there in the rules, and I think at the end I kind of started getting really going fast and getting excited and moving ahead of myself, and I messed up on a couple of things there. But wow, thank you for making this the choice in the poll, because I really enjoyed playing this, and I haven't played it in far too long. So that was great. That was awesome. Thank you very much. You got to do the polls more often for Friday nights, I think. Do you like that idea? Start putting up random 3-4 titles on a poll, and what everyone votes on will be what gets played. Yeah, that might be the new regular thing, so keep an eye out for that. All right, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us right here, as well as on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And also, we have the Zazzle store, so please go take a look. We've had a little bit of traffic, a few sales going on the last couple of weeks, so obviously individuals are enjoying some of our nerdy and RPG-inspired designs that we have on the Print Demand store. So you can get a lot of different designs on hats and shirts and mugs and steins, and very cool. Thank you for at least checking it out, even if you didn't buy anything. But most of all, right here on YouTube. Thank you for subscribing to our channel, for watching our videos, liking and commenting them, and when we're lucky, thank you so much for sharing our videos. That is the coolest way to say thank you to us. So I'm your buddy Big Johnny G, and for Two Gun Pixel presents Legendary Gaming, and my friends, I am out of here.